2015 was a landmark year in world history. The birth of the biggest behavior change program ever envisaged took shape in India, based on the twin dreams of My Dignity, My Life. Today's India proudly presents its toilet culture as a sign of its economic prosperity, behavioral shift, and a national movement towards dignity and health for all. Truly, India has come a very long way in providing its 1.4 billion citizens with a Swachh Bharat through a simple but powerful challenge that was both personal and national. Every Indian should have access to a toilet. In response to this unique challenge, the India Sanitation Coalition or ISC was set up in 2014 in association with FICCI by two visionary co-founders, Naina and Rashid Kidwai. ISC has been at the forefront of this journey, conceptualizing and facilitating integrated solutions in the arena of WASH, or water, sanitation and hygiene. ISC's vision is to enable and support an ecosystem for sustainable sanitation, involving the government, the private sector and NGOs with nationwide reach. In this journey, with its varied stakeholders, it seeks to promote a seamless dialogue, acting as an aggregator of knowledge and networks, enabling replications of best practice and innovative ideas, thus transforming India's WASH agenda for the future.
LHI was a truly unique partnership model, as it is for the very first time that corporate houses went beyond their catchment areas to adopt an entire Gram Panchayat for SLWM interventions for attaining the ODF Plus model status. India Sanitation Coalition has instituted another significant award this year in the name of my friend late Rashid Kidwai, who was the co-founder of this coalition. The award is called Rashid Kidwai Innovation in Sanitation Awards, that is Rockies, which seeks to harness the entrepreneurial potential of the sanitation sector in India and promote an enabling environment for enterprise development under Swachh Bharat mission.
The India Sanitation Coalition has a valuable role to play by bringing together corporate partners, entrepreneurs, and financing institutions to promote scalable solutions for the sanitation economy. The Indian Sanitation Coalition has been working towards building synergies between the government and industry, even as it has promoted best practices and innovations in sanitation. The coalition has done a commendable job in enabling an environment that is aligned with the Swachh Bharat mission.
Over the years, ISC has emerged as the logical partner of choice through its successful enablement of the public-private partnership model, inviting the best minds to work together towards common goals. This has been achieved through its repository of knowledge and innovation and its in-depth understanding of WASH challenges through its detailed research and interaction with WASH experts. Since inception, ISC's core advocacy is built on the tenets of build, use, maintain and treat for the sanitation value chain. Building the right infrastructure, teaching people how and why it is necessary to use it, and equally important, maintaining its hygiene. And finally, how should the waste emanating from these toilets and kitchens be treated so that it does not create health and hygiene problems? This strategy is of a joint partnership where the government funds and builds the WASH infrastructure, while the private sector supports these efforts through their community involvement and training programs, and utilizes their technical skills to convert manual processes to automated ones. Through this strategy, a unique and sustainable model is being put in place for the benefit of the entire country.
ISC's mandate was to create a public-private partnership platform that operated nationwide to work seamlessly with the Ministry of Jal Shakti and the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, implementing programs for both rural and urban India in partnership with corporates and implementing partners. Corporates such as ITC, HCL, Hindalco, HSBC, Godrej, GMR, Biocon, Naira, and a score of others have over the last several years pledged their interest in investing time and CSR funding to support the various programs. Implementing partners such as Water.org, WaterAid, CDD, Finnish Society, Sahas, etc. have also broadened the scope of their work in water and sanitation. Now let me talk to you about some of our challenges. The first and most important challenge was around behavior change across both urban and rural India. Several examples exist, however, the most fundamental example was around how do we build toilets inside a house, that which is considered taboo as per our traditions. The second challenge that we faced was around government responsibility. Urban India even today feels that anything to do with water and sanitation is the government's job because they pay municipal taxes. Let me tell you about our learnings now. Political will, policy framework, and funding were the three big learnings that we took away over the last 10 years. Political will, it's a game changer. It's there right from the top all the way to the states. And the Sarv Survekshan Awards have actually increased the motivation level at all levels of the government. Policy framework is still a little in the grey area. There are lots of policies that need to be changed or need to be tweaked so that they can actually suit the purposes of building water and sanitation facilities across our country. And finally, funding. This is really where we meet our challenge, our biggest challenge. There is a lot of money, but how do we actually use that money and how do we make it accessible for our various programs is where we currently face a challenge.
Perhaps the most ambitious and challenging initiative that ISC has had the honor of working on is the Lighthouse program in partnership with the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation and a host of corporates who are part of the coalition. This initiative seeks to bring solid and liquid waste management infrastructure and its attendant benefits across 3,151 villages in 11 states in the next 5 years by adopting a participatory and consultative approach. Phase 1 of the program that involved 75 Gram Panchayats in 201 villages and partnered with 8 corporates was completed in February 2024. Phase 2 is now underway. These 3,151 villages have been selected by 5 corporates, and as new corporates join the program, these numbers are set to increase. A truly revolutionary and a first-of-its-kind national public-private partnership to benefit the nation. However, the biggest and most complex challenges in WASH in India are on the urban front. Solutions have to be innovative, cheap, and sustainable. ISC's solid waste management projects in Maharashtra and Gujarat, working with the urban local bodies and corporate partners, is premised on finding sustainable and inclusive solutions with a focus on plastic waste and achieving zero landfill. This is particularly relevant in the face of the climate crisis and is planned to become a replicable model for other states and cities. Another program of note is Climate Resilient Coastal Cities in partnership with the states of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Goa and Karnataka. The private sector partner is HSBC and research partners are IIT Bombay and CDD India. This program is researching the impact of municipal waste on greenhouse gas emissions and the correlation to climate change for the West Coast. The importance of communicating has always been at the core of every initiative, with large programs funded by the government and increasingly by the private sector. The response to our presence on social media has been recording a rapidly upward trend for some time now. In order to celebrate the best cases across various aspects of sanitation excellence, the annual ISC FICCI Sanitation Awards, currently in its 9th year, and the Rashid Kidwai Innovation in Sanitation Award rewards such initiatives that are chosen by an eminent jury led by Dr. R.A. Mashelkar, former Director General, CSIR, and Chair Awards Jury. These awards are considered the apex awards in water and sanitation in India.
I remember that magical moment when our Honorable Prime Minister, from the rampart of the Red Fort, talked about Swachh Bharat Mission. That moment got converted into a big movement across the nation, and you can see the results. In that movement, every Indian has to participate, and therefore this idea of Indian Sanitation Coalition, ISC, that was formed by Naina Kidwai was an outstanding one, getting all the stakeholders together on one common platform. And then again that same spirit with ISC and FICCI coming together and then installing these national awards. I think this is a pioneering effort because this is the first time this is being done. And what we are doing is sending a signal on what matters to us. What matters to us is Swachh Bharat, Clean India.
And finally, as a coming together for the WASH ecosystem, is the ISC's annual conclave, where ideas and experiences are exchanged, knowledge bases are enriched, and new connections are made for charting the path forward for WASH. In essence, the India Sanitation Coalition is committed to create an India which all Indians can proudly claim to be open defecation-free and waste-free.
It's been an unbelievable decade. When my husband and I started the India Sanitation Coalition, I thought it was going to be this big uphill struggle trying to get policy change, try and get persuaded to do more in sanitation. However, we were fortunate to have Prime Minister Modi from the ramparts of the Red Fort announce the Swachh Bharat mission, and there has been no looking back since then. We have worked very closely with the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation with wonderful secretaries there like Param Iyer, Vinny Mahajan, Mr. Meena, all of whom have really supported us in terms of the work that we can do, and the public-private partnership that has got created through the Lighthouse Initiative has been amazing in terms of corporates working together in making sure that sanitation actually works and happens. We have a long way to go in terms of what we need to do. Plastic waste management is a big space that we have entered and one where there is much to happen. And I have no doubt
that Natasha Patel, as our CEO, and her fabulous team at the India Sanitation Coalition will make sure that we see the next decade to be as successful as the last.
The India Sanitation Coalition, compassion and innovation for cleanliness.